Welcome to Trading Lounge and the US indices for Thursday, November 18, starting with the Russell here. It appears that the Russell's wave 4 here is going to get a little bit more complicated, I suppose because wave 2 is simple, wave 4 would be complex. So we're about 2/3 of the way through this. There's a little bit of a low to go here before we can finish off there, so let's just check on that. So it's a little bit unfortunate, really. The other markets have pushed up nicely within all of that. So we just need to open this up a little bit. So there's another little leg in this move here, which will probably be in line with the banks as well. So some sort of move like this before we see a move to the upside. Yeah, it's definitely corrective at this stage, because from the top here we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. So we've got an A and a B and a C wave here. We don't have 5 waves in the first leg here. We only have 3 waves, 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 5 here. So because we've got 3 waves here, then this is all bullish corrective at this point. So it's just that it can come down to 23.50 before pushing higher, unfortunately. Okay, the other markets, the Nasdaq here, we're looking from this large wave 4 here, intermediate wave 4, and all the way up to wave 1 here with 5 waves of minute degree, and then we're looking from wave 4 to wave 5 here. So with wave 4 here, this move up here, we expect it to take out the top here. So we'll probably end up at, well, above this level here, but this level's also a medium level, and it's also going to hold the price quite well as well. So I don't know how far it's actually going to come up here, but it won't be that far. So we can probably look at 16,500, that's the level, and then the next level here will be 16,800. So somewhere in that space, I'd imagine this topping out. Let's go into the hourly and just check on that. So yeah, so we've got wave 1 and 2 here, then 1 and 2 here. There is a case for putting wave 1 here. If you've got that, that's sort of okay. Still trying to figure out that move in there, but otherwise 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 here, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here for the third wave. The third wave doesn't really have much length in it, so there's a little bit of an issue there with that. So if we do need to put wave 1 here, then all of this here, if I just copy that for a moment, that will become wave 1 here. So what we'll need to be careful of just in here is a little bit of a deeper correction into this space on the Thursday here. So if it pulls back into this space, then I will adjust the count to represent wave 2 in this particular space, because even as a wave 4 here, we can pull back 38.2%, which is basically where it is now. We could come down a little bit further here. Just dulling this out so I know it's an alternative count here. Whatever happens, I'm keeping the stop out of the way. I'm not going to get flicked out of this. Even though we don't know what's going on, we know the trend is moving higher. On the tick chart, so from the blue wave 4, we've been counting 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. And then we're counting up for wave 3 here. So yeah, looking for wave 5 of 3 and then wave 4. Now wave 4s can get a bit complicated, but I kind of see that Well, here we've got 1 and 2 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we've got 5 waves in this leg here. So that means that an A wave, a B wave, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 here to finish off. So an A and a B and a C with 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for 1, an A and a B and a C for wave 2. So we should be able to go long above that. You could probably bring it down a little bit earlier. 16,300 is group 1, minor group 1. Then we've got 10, 20, and 30. So gaining support on top of 30 here would also help with a trade setup to the long side as well. I'll just pop that there. Is that support there just yet? It's on the close, so it's a bit hard, but it's not support yet, is it? It's not sitting on there as a nice support, so we need to be a little bit careful about that. So it could work down into I've got wave 4 here, and then 5 waves up here, and then an A and a B and a C. So that all looks quite good as a move to the upside. But we just need to confirm it by taking the B wave out here as an A and a B and a C. Otherwise, wave 4s we know can get a little bit complicated. So, yeah. But we know that it's also pulling back into the 38.2% retracement level, so it is about right. And we've got this wave 4 over here, so it could come lower. But yeah, anyway, that's the signal there. If you want to get in early, then that little guy there, but I'll leave that to you. And that's where we are for the Nasdaq. So 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 here. Now, yeah, if I've made a mistake and this drops lower here, then we've got the stop out of the way, and we'll look at this over here as a little wave 1 up here, and coming back for a wave 2 a little bit deeper here. But be assured the trend to the upside's not finished, and even though that we've got a couple of different counts here, it shouldn't matter. You just need to accommodate that situation. The S&P 500, wave 4 low here. We've got wave 3, wave 4, so we're working wave 5 up through here. This count has been changed, so we'll go in and have a bit of a look at that. So still impulsive, still on track to the upside. It's just that in this case we can look at it a little bit differently because of the structure 1 and 2 here. And up for wave 3, 4, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. I have to look at the tick chart for wave 5 for 1 here. So in this case, we can pull lower here as well into this space before moving up in the next session. Any support, of course, on the 4-7, and we can look to be long at that point. Let's go in and take a closer look. So we haven't taken the top out here yet, so we know that we're still pushing higher at this point. So the best fit here is 1 and 2, and then 3 and 4, and then up for 5 for 1 here. Now, it's a bit the same here as well. We're coming into Thursday, so we have to be careful about being bearish. So it's possible for this to drop here in a 3rd wave, 4th wave, and 5th wave to finish this off here as an A wave, some sort of B wave, and a C wave coming down here for this. It's just that there's also a case too that places wave 2 on this low here, so we need to go long on support. So we just need to be, our strategy is to the upside. Our tactics for that strategy of just changing a little bit here. So twofold here. We've got trades in the market. We're going to keep the stop out of the way, and yeah, so we just really got to be careful of this. So there's a good case here too that we can look at this as the A wave here, the B wave here, and the C wave here for that. Because we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for for A and B here, and then down for C for 2 here, and then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 up here. So we could view this as, you know, the first little wave 1 to the upside at this point as well. So that's why we need to be heading long at that point. I'll just double check on this. Yeah, that's good, because this rally here from that low there brings us into this space. So with the 47 as support, that creates the next long trade. So even though I've got this sitting here, what you need to look for here, let's just assume for a moment that the market moves to the upside. We still want that first high above the level, wherever that comes in, okay? And you may get a better shot at that, and then to the upside. So we can move this over here. So we want that classic trading levels pattern sitting there, the arrival, the reaction, the first high above the level, the ABC pattern, and then we can move. Now also too, that we want to be scaling in between 10, 20 and 30. It'll take a while to get support on 30, so I'll do that later. But yeah, let's see how we go with this. I mean, I suppose I could keep the original count and go 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2, but it just doesn't really make that much sense. So this is the best fit for this. So I'll leave it all at that. I suppose you could get 5 waves up through here, but a bit of an overlap on all of that. So anyway, there we go. So support on 4,700, that shouldn't be too bad to recognise, and then just sort of build in and then continue to add on, look for a classic trading levels pattern on 10 and 20 and 30 and add on those as well. Alrighty, thanks for tuning in. Cheers.